Hey everybody, welcome to another quick video. This video will go along with the email that I sent out and the announcement that went up on today, which is Friday, the 4th. So here's the situation. First of all, thank you. You did a great job with the constructive debates and the rebuttal to those debates. So I appreciate your hard work on that. Um, so instead of doing a whole nother policy debate, I really had sort of this thought while I was watching your videos that wouldn't it be nice if instead of ending the semester in a debate class on two contending ideas, that instead in 2020, where everybody seems very divided, that we end up on a note of unity. And so here's what I'm planning, and you can read this in the post, but I want you for the next two assignments. We got 2 weeks left. We got next week and then exam week. And here's what we're going to do. Next week on Thursday, your normal time, I want you to submit to uh, your partner. I'll make a new thread, and I'll just put in, let's call it the Unity assignment, and then I'll go through and start new ones for each of the topics. That way, you've got something to go on. Then you can just post there. Two things. Two things. And here's what I want you to do. I'm going to post this Word doc up this way. So here it is. This is going to guide this process, I think. If I can make it stop highlighting itself. Over here, I want you to write down everything that you and your opponent agree on. I mean, the first thing is, of course, the purpose of the debate, right? So you both agree that we should ban plastic water bottles in Michigan, or we should um, ban walking and using a cell device or a digital device or whatever it is. But there's other things that you all agreed on too. So now I want you to think about this. So I'm going with a few that I just remember. I just watched these. With the vaccine, for example, you guys had two different ideas on how we should handle the vaccines, but you both agreed that there should be a way to filter out some vaccines. We're going to keep some vaccines, we're going to get rid of some vaccines. You had a different filter, you had a different mechanism, but you both agree that we should get rid of vaccines. We shouldn't. You both agree that we should keep some. We definitely should. But then you parted ways from there. And if you go back to tie this into the class, this is really the Aristotelian argument model. I mean, if you'll remember that, we talked about Aristotle's idea that the best way to convince someone, to persuade them, was to agree with them to a point and then try to change their mind. And that's something that we really have lost touch with, not in our class necessarily, but in our world, where it's instead of, okay, let's find common ground first and then we can sort of try to get the rest of it right. It's just, no, you're over there, I'm over here, you're not even part of my group, I can't talk to you. Republicans, Democrats, that kind of thing. And so we want to avoid that. So this assignment may help us do that. So again, go here on your sheet, write down everything that you all agree with. Then the middle big column here, you've got disagreements. I think, you think. So, I think we should replace plastic water bottles with paper or aluminum. You think we should only use not recyclable, reusable water bottles like Yetis or plastic water bottles that are reusable, whatever it might be. So take these two then and make a compromise. Make a compromise. And what you'll do, I want you to, for the next assignment for next week, fill this out. Oh, hello. Then make a video of you just talking to your opponent, right? And tell them what you think, why you think it's a good compromise. See if we all agree on what we agree on. That's the first step. Then, if maybe you have some things that you disagree about, but maybe your opponent thought, oh, wait, I thought we agreed on that one, then talk it out, figure out what's going on with that. If there's something that you thought you agreed on that your opponent listed as something you didn't agree on, then again, you'll want to work those things out. And I'm not asking you to really have like a group assignment or to interact with each other, though feel free to do that. It'd be great. But for this, really, you can do it just by making the video where you explain what's going on. If you have the capability to do it, really the thing to do, I think, would be, if we can get back here, let's do this. I know this, well, sorry. This works on a Mac. I know you can do it on a PC. I just can't tell you exactly how because I don't use PCs. But ideally, you could do something like this in your video where we could have you show your work while you're talking to us. And that would be really nice for your partner, I think, to get both views. So if you're not sure how to do that, Google SnapGrid, and that should do it. If it's a Mac, you can just hold down the green button at the top there, and then everything will move around. So play around with that, but that's the first assignment. Then for the second assignment, for the very last thing, your final in the class, I want you to come up with a plan that is reflective of, pardon me, reflective of your larger plan that you've discussed here. Sorry about that. So let me, boy, that's a scary sight there. Now we're back. Nothing like a phone call in the middle of making a video, but hey, it happens. So anyway, where were we? I think with the second assignment for the last week, your final in the class, you are going to come up with a compromise plan. So I want you to basically give the same speech, the same topic. We want to ban this, we want to do that, but now give it to us in a unified way. And this is again something you can each do, and then what I can do when I watch those finals is to see what the differences are. It's not like I'm going to grade you on where did you have more differences than the other person, but the idea is to get as close as you can to each other. And that's really what we're missing in our country and in our world. I think we've come so far apart that it seems impossible to get back together when we really, I think, want the same things for our country in a lot of ways, right? I mean, I want America to be successful, and I think Trump voters want America to be successful. But we have very different ways that we want to get there. So finding some areas of compromise is just vital for us moving forward. So that's what I encourage you to do. That's your assignment for the next two classes. We're not, again, to be clear, not doing another policy debate. We're sticking with this one. We're going to call it the Unity Assignment Part 1 and 2. So Unity Assignment Part 1, use this, which I'll post up on the documents area of our Blackboard site, and fill that out. Look at all of the videos that have been made so far, all four, yours and your partners, and then see where you come up with. Make a video that's just going to your partner, but you're going to post it on the Blackboard site. For me, really, I just want to make sure that you gave it effort. So make sure you're doing that. Then for the final, you're going to make a speech again about your compromise unity approach that you think both of you can agree on. Now, you're not going to be able to necessarily talk to each other and say, do you agree with this? Do you agree with that? One thing, it's another. But give it your best shot. So if you have questions on that, let me know. I think this will be a better option than staying at odds with each other throughout, and I hope you enjoy it. One more thing. If you did not post a video for whatever reason, do that ASAP. It won't be for full credit because that date's already passed, but get it in because it's crucial that you have something there that your partner can then watch and go from in terms of making this unity sort of speech. I know I did a constructive speech, so I'll go ahead and do the rebuttal speech also. So that's there, and of course, do all these where they belong, right in the discussion board. Post them there. But when you post your video, if you haven't done that yet, email both me and your partner to let them know that the video is there. I know then to go grade it. They know then that they can move on and start their assignment. All right, so that's the idea if it's not there. If it's not there for other folks who's missing, your partner is missing. If you don't hear from your partner by the, I don't know, let's say Monday, um, send me an email and let me know, and I'll go in and fill in the gaps for you. All right, sounds good. Hope that helped. See you later.